Okay, today, kind of lame, and I usually don't do it like 2 days in a row where you got to read some stuff, but it just kind of worked out that way. So please forgive me. The good news is, as far as like sitting down and reading for a class period after today, you won't do it the rest of the week. You won't do it at all next week either. So we'll put the actual reading to bed for a little bit. But today is kind of the foundational day for what we're going to do tomorrow. Today, you're going to be reading kind of a combination of sources. I took some from the old AMSCO, some from the new AMSCO. And essentially, we're still in the same time period, you know, the 1800s mainly. And you're going to be reading about the political revolutions in Latin America, those that followed the Haitian Revolution, because that was kind of the first Latin American revolution that inspired everybody else. Then in the second half of the reading, we're going to go over to Europe, and you're going to see kind of the rise of nationalism across a lot of the continent. Again, nationalism, it's on one hand kind of an extreme form of patriotism, you know, a love for your country, but on the other hand, for peoples that don't have countries of their own, especially people that were a part of these very large multi-ethnic empires, it's the desire to have nations of their own. It's during this time period in the 1800s that you get the modern countries of Germany and Italy, which you really hadn't had, at least in their modern form, up to that point. So today you're just going to do some simple reading. It's really not that long. You are also going to do some definitions, descriptions. Some of these are individuals like Miguel Hidalgo, Benito Juarez, Simon Bolivar, a few others. Others are more events and concepts that you're going to need to know. Tomorrow, we've got a couple video clips that kind of connect to both of these broad issues. Then, probably not in class because I don't think that we'll have time, but then for homework, you are going to have an SAQ related to this stuff. And of course, the revolutions we've already talked about, the American, French, and Haitian revolutions. The SAQ is going to be due tomorrow before midnight. So if we have time tomorrow in class, maybe you can get it done, but in all likelihood, that is going to be something that you're going to need to do on your own. I will tell you, this reading, these notes, some of these terms and names, I mean, they should show up in your answers on the SAQ. This reading is really important for the SAQ in particular. Yeah, some of it comes from the stuff that we've covered before, but a lot of it comes from this reading in the videos that we're going to watch tomorrow. Now, this is not that much work. This will take you 15 minutes if you actually get to it because it's not many pages. You just read, you do the definitions, you're done. Whatever time is left, again, we got several of you that already have some missing work, whether it be your test review, whether it be the document analysis that was due, last night before midnight, or wait. No, it's the night before midnight. Well, it's not a zero yet, but still, a lot of you guys have not turned that in yet. Thank you for telling me. Got confused. It's weird when we don't have Mondays. But either way, a lot of you haven't turned that in. Some of you haven't turned in your test review. If you have extra time, this is kind of the last bit of class time we're going to have that you can work on those things. So get them done, get them submitted. Let's try to start this 6 weeks off on a good note. These definitions need to be in your notebook. We're going to have our first notebook check of the 6 weeks kind of early this time around. Tentatively, it's going to be next Friday. So you've got some time for this, but knock it out. It won't take you long. Like I said, 15 minutes should be plenty of time, 20, 25 maybe. But get your reading, understand it, get your definitions done, and then work on whatever it is you need to work on. Tomorrow, like I said, we've got our videos. We'll talk about the SAQ, even if we don't have time to do it in class. And then on Friday, we're starting on the Industrial Revolution. Questions? Yes. Okay. I'll pull you out in the hall here in 2 seconds. Any other questions? All right, get to it. Good luck. If you need anything, of course, let me know. Like I said, I hate to do like 2 days in a row of reading stuff, but every once in a while, it's just got to be that way.